know other farmers that are commodity farmers as well. It's a completely different gig. Even growing non-organically is a completely different gig because if I was growing non-organically, I could almost guarantee that I would have tons of produce right now, just because I could be pumping them full of hormones and all different kinds of nasty stuff. It's not sweet, but there's something unique there and a little different, That's why I grow this kind of stuff. There's a pawpaw tree right here, man. There's one right there, dude. There's one right there. No way. Let's see if we can get one of these off real quick.
I met Justin about 3 years ago when I was working with Jim Fiala for a brief time, and I came in the back door of the kitchen. I don't think Jimmy had ever met him before, and he had all this weird shit, and one of them was a Szechuan button, which I've never had before, and I don't think anybody in the kitchen ever had before. It's this weird bud that gives a real numbing effect in your mouth. I was like, this guy's kind of onto something. He's trying something different.
For me, it's more learning, and I think that's one thing. I was talking to Scott at Sump, and I said this to him the other day. I said I think I got about 10 years, left of learning, and probably still more after that. And he looked at me, and he's like, "Really?" And honestly, if I came here and I wasn't learning something every day, I think I would really get bored, because there's just so much for me to learn, and it's just ongoing, and fortunately, the nature of it, it's been, people have been gardening, since the beginning of time, and it's great to use some of those early techniques, and literally compare them to modern day techniques. I have a friend that owned a grocery store for a while, and he actually turned this on to me because he was really proud of the produce that I was showing to him compared to what he could get from other farmers. And in the end, what you do to the soil and what you put into the soil literally reflects the fruit.
When you come out here and you see, Justin in his environment where, this is where he works, this is where he creates, it's definitely inspiring, and it gets you excited about stuff. I mean, you saw when he saw the pawpaw tree, he got all excited. So that translates, you know what I mean? I'm like, I get really excited about cooking on Wednesday now. And I always, whenever he brings his produce, and I always get excited, but I think this one's gonna be really cool. Just seeing where it starts and what the pleasure and joy it brings him, and then we're gonna see the end product.